Okay, we continuing on the He Amud Bet on the top. We brought the pasuk yesterday. If you remember, the pasuk was in Devarim Lamed Aleph Yud Zayin. We explained it about the Jewish people, and basically we said there is a kelala, there is a curse of V'haya le'echol. We're gonna see what it means. We're gonna give you an example how it works with something, a story about the Rava, what happened to him. This kelala, this curse to Rava. Amale Rabbanan le Rava. Amrule Rabbanan le Rava. So Rabbanan told to the Rava, Lo behester panim ite. We are in the top of the page He Amud Bet. Okay? So now, he says over there that you are not going to be, Chachamim told Rava, you're not going to be included in this kelala. That Hashem would take away, cover his face from you. Why? You could dive into Hashem and Hashem going to answer you. Okay? Velo b'haya ve'echolite. And also, the Goim, other nation, they're not going to come take your money. You are not included in this curse that the other nations, the Goim, they come and take your money. Amalehu, he told Rabbanan, Mi yad itu kama meshadana besina be'shevor malka. Do you know how much money I send to the king? Now, this king, his name is Shevor. He was a Persian king. He was a Persian king. His name was Shapur. In the Gemara, it says Shevor. He was very close to Chachamim, and you see him all over the Shas in the Talmud. And he knows the halachot. He knows the Torah. So Rabbah says, you know what? How much I paid him under the table? You think they're not taking my money? This kelala, this curse that the pasuk says, your money gonna be taken by the non-Jews, applies to me too. So don't think, you know what, I'm exempt from this and I'm not gonna get it. Afilu hachi, even though that Rava, he basically had this kelala, yehabu be rabbanan enaihu. They thought Chachamim, still, even though Rava answered back, they still held that Rava is not included in this kelala, in this curse. Who? Okay, very, very nice. Yeah, of course he was very rich. He was the one who was sending the money to the king. Adahachi shadur deveshevor malka begarvuhu. They came from the king, the government. They took all of his money from Rava. Amar, Rava said, Hainu the Tanya. This is what's in the Braita we learned. Amar Shiur ben Gamliel, Kol makom shinato chachamim enehem. Anytime chachamim, they put their eyes for him, on him, for a bad cause, reason. O mita, o oni. Either you're going to die, or you're going to lose your money. That's the power of the chachamim. It's a very big question. Why is it over here Chachamim did such a thing? Why Chachamim caused Rava, they put their eyes on him, that Rava should lose all his money? It's a big question. So it's not an easy Gemara to understand.
And also, how comes Tzaddikim to put Ayin Ra'ah on somebody?
Exactly, that's what it is, right? Chachamim, they're Tzaddikim. You're not talking about a regular person. Okay, we understand they have a power to do this. That's not the question. But the question, the thing is bothering us over here. How come Chachamim, they did such a thing that they caused Rava? On the other hand, Rava also was one of the Chachamim, one of the big people. He was a Tzaddik. How come they did to him such a thing. It's very hard to understand how it works. So Ben Ish Chai says these works misad ayin hara. But he explains not the ayin hara, the evil eye we are talking about. It goes into it and then explains. But I don't know. I don't have a good answer for it yet. Why Chachamim did it to him. Okay, Gemara goes further. We go another pasuk in Parashat Vayelech, Devarim Lamed Aleph Yudchet. V'anochi haster astir panai bayom hahu. Over there, he's talking about Barminan should not be for any of us. That if you go after Elohim Acharim, other gods, the worst thing gonna happen to that person who did it, and Hashem just close his eyes. He doesn't pay attention. Let him get destroyed. It's your fault. You went after other gods, Elohim Acharim, and Hashem not gonna, do anything for you. Amar Rabba, Amar HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Afar pi she'istarti panai mehem, even though I did close my eyes on my face from them, b'chalom adaber bo, which means during the daytime maybe Hashem gonna leave you or Jewish nation, but at the same time Hashem gonna be with you at night. Why? So the Hashem explain, in order to make you in a way to do tefillah, to daven to Hashem. Bayom hahu, very nice. The pasuk says bayom hahu, on that day, not the night. So Hashem gonna come to you at night to make you to do something that's what Rashi says on the daf that Rashi holds. That's a diuk. That's the understanding of the pasuk bayom, only during the daytime. So therefore, that's what it means. The night Hashem gonna come. Basically, it means Hashem not gonna leave you 100%.
There's a comment here.
Yeah.
It's saying maybe they didn't know Chachamim, right? That
You're going back on the Chachamim, okay?
That he was giving money already to the king.
But he told them.
He told them?
Yeah, that's a Gemara. He told them. So how it doesn't work? I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry, I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Okay. We need to work on it. You find a good answer for it. Now, we're going to go further about Darasha explaining the Haster Panim, that Hashem sometimes would close his face or eyes on people. Rabbi Yosef says, or said, Amar, Yado netuya aleinu. Don't think that Hashem gonna leave you. He's gonna just forget you, the Jewish nation, and he's not gonna do anything for you. Of course, there's certain Haster Panim. You don't see the Hashem, but Yado, his hand, netuya, stretched, aleinu, to us, to rescue us when we need him. Shenemar, the pasuk saying Yeshaya, ufsel yadi kisiticha. What does it mean, the pasuk? The shade, the cell of my hand would cover you, basically protect you. So Mefarashim explain, even though you go to Galut because of the sins you did, Hashem is not going to let other nations to destroy you. So now, even now we are in Galut. It seems like Haster Panim. You don't see the Hashem. You don't see the Nisim Veliflaot or the miracles. Hashem still is protecting us. And none of the nations could destroy us. That's what the Rabbi Yosef is saying. Now we're going to go again another story with the Rabbi Yehoshua ben Hananiah, that we see how Hashem going to supervise us in the Galut. So it says in the Gemara, Rabbi Yehoshua ben Hananiah, Havakae beketzar. So Rabbi Yehoshua ben Hananiah also, he was close to the government. He was the Caesar, whatever the commander at that time. He was, okay, they call Caesar, not Caesar, whatever it is. He was in his house, basically. In the house of the Caesar. Achvele hahu apikoros. So there is this person who is apikoros. Who is apikoros? Basically, there are different explanation. What's a definition of the apikoros? That people against Torah, against Hashem, they don't believe in anything. So he was over there, such a person, like the kofar, somebody who doesn't believe in Hashem, a Jewish person. Okay, he was over there. He basically showed something to Rabbi Yehoshua ben Hanania. Ama the Hazin hu mare le'apemine. It says a nation, Ama, that their God, their master, put his face away from them, which means is his sirpanav, that he closed his face to them. He doesn't care about them anymore, basically. That's what he said to Rabbi Yehoshua. That he was saying, you know what? What kind of nation are you? Your God left you. He's not with you. Achvele, no, Rabbi Yehoshua, he showed him with the sign language, I think they're talking. Yado netuya aleinu. Don't think, Hashem left us completely. Maybe you don't see the Hashem, but his hand still stretched to us, toward us, and we are not alone. Hashem going to protect us, and we're not going to get destroyed. Amalem, so told him, who told who? Ketzal Rabbi Yehoshua. The Ketzal to Rabbi Yehoshua. My achvelach. What did that guy is telling you, Rabbi Yehoshua? So Rabbi Yehoshua talking to somebody else in sign language. Okay, with the kofar, with the abikoros. What is he saying? So he says, Ama the ahdin hu mare le'ape mine ve'ana machvin ale. Yadon etu alen. We told him that what he said, that your master God forgot you, put you aside, doesn't care about you anymore. I told him, don't worry, Hashem is still with us. His hand is stretched toward us. Amrulem. So he said, Lahu mina, my achvidle. So they asked the other guy, Kesar go to the other apikoros, the other guy, the kofar. He said, what you told Rabbi Yehoshua was the whole thing between you and him was a sign language. That's how Rabbi Yehoshua understood. What really he said? Ama the hadinu mare le'ape mine umay achvelach. So exactly the question was the same thing. But what Rabbi Yehoshua answered you back? You said to him that Hashem doesn't care about you anymore. What did Rabbi Yehoshua answer to you? Lo yadana. He said, I don't know what he said. I think that the guy, the kofar, did not understand Rabbi Yehoshua what he said. Okay. Amru, Gabra de lo yada mai machule ki machok. Yachve game malka. I don't understand. If you don't know sign language, how can you have this chutzpah? How be so rude to do such a thing in front of the king? Apekuhu uchtaluhu. They took him and they killed him. They killed the guy. They killed the kofar, apikoros. Because if you don't have understanding of sign language, what are you doing in front of the king? Okay? Fine. It's a nice end to the story. Baruch Hashem. We're gonna go now another story about what happened at the time of Petirato, when Rabbi Yehoshua ben Hanania was about to pass away. Kiga nicha nabshe de Rabbi Yehoshua ben Hanania. It's very interesting. A lot of times you've seen the Gemara, they knew when they're gonna die. It's very, very, it's not sudden. A lot of Chachamim, they know about to die, just like Yaakov Avinu. Yaakov knew he's going to die. The Chachamim also, a lot of them, they knew where they're going to die. So he was about, the Rabbi Shua ben Chani is about to die. Amru le Rabbanan. Chachamim told him, you die, you're going to die. Who's going to answer back to these people, like this Kofer, Apikoros, these people, all these people against Hashem? Until you were alive, you were the one who would take care of them. Answer back. Now, when you got to go, who's going to take your place? Who's going to get the job? We need you. Don't go. Amalahem. It says in Jeremiah, says in the Navi over there, Avda etza mibanim nisrecha chokhmatam. So basically, the pasuk talking about that the certain times they're not going to be that much chokhmah, which means that wisdom that existed until now is not going to be there anymore. Kevan she'avda etza mibanim nisrecha chokhmatan shel umot ha'olam. So very nice. The translation is like this: if the etzah, if it was something that was given to the Jewish people to have to answer back is lost, also at the same time, Hashem gonna take away the wisdom, extra wisdom of Chachamim. So what does it mean? How does it work? It seems like he's saying that what we're saying over here is like this: that over here, now I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna be able to answer back. So don't worry, it's not gonna be such apikoros to come to argue with you. If Hashem needs somebody to answer back, so you have that person gonna come against you. Now I'm gonna die, it's not gonna be a problem anymore. That's one answer. But if you want, I could answer you mehacha. This is gonna be I think this week's parsha, if I'm not mistaken. The Esav talking to the Yaakov. No, it's not this week's parsha. It's later, next week, maybe. So he says when the Esav sees Yaakov after he comes back from the house of the Lavan, Vayomen nis'a v'nelecha ve'elcha nenegdecha. So what happened? Esav told Yaakov Avinu, let's go together. Let's go with each other. They made peace. Yaakov Avinu made peace with Esav. Esav go, let's go at the same line, Beshaveh, together. So what does it mean? Chachamim, they understood from here that the chokhmat of the Umot HaOlam, the other nation, is not going to be more than us in any scenario, any time of the history. Basically, Hashem going to provide us enough knowledge to stand against them and answer them back. That's very interesting. Okay. This way, Rabbi Yehoshua made the Chachamim calm. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna die. I'm not there to answer them back. They cannot ask hard questions anymore. If you need somebody to answer the question, Hashem gonna provide it. That's how the new generation gonna be. It's very interesting. Okay. Now we're gonna go.
So the level of the wisdom of everybody gonna go down.
Yeah, but we're always gonna be higher.
But yeah, we still gonna stay high.
We're gonna be able to.
They're not gonna be able to ask questions that we cannot answer.
Right, exactly. There's somebody gonna be there that could protect from Chachamim that protect Jewish people. Yeah. So the reason we're gonna have is gonna always higher than the other nations. That's what's gonna be. Now we're gonna go back what we said before in the first page of the He Amud Aleph, that Hashem judgment is very, very scary and very, very harsh. Rabbi Ila hava salik bedarga de Rabbi Bar Shira. Rabbi Ila, he was going to up from the steps, I think, in the Bet Midrash of somebody is called Rabba Bar Shila. Those days, each Rav had his own Beit Midrash. There's a Beit Shammai, Beit Hillel. His name is Rabba Bar Shila. He had a Beit Midrash, and Rabbi Ila going up on the steps. Sham el linuka the habaka kare. This we see there is common in this Gemara. From now on, we're going to see a lot of times kids, the children, they come back from Beit Midrash, they say certain pasuk, and Chachamim, who person who learn it, who hears it, is going to learn something from it. So he hears one child, very, very in a young age. He's reading one pasuk. What's the pasuk in Amos? Ki hine yotzer harim ubare ruach umagi la'adam masecho. What's the understanding? Translation of this pasuk. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, which is the creator, the Borei Olam, is going to come with a person in future to judge him, even on his words. Anything you say, as they say in California, is going to be used against you. That's what it is exactly. This is not from the lawyers. This is from this pasuk. That the Hashem says that a person gonna get judged even on his words. When this is before he's gonna die, he's gonna get judged. Omar, when he learned his Rabbi Ila, he heard this pasuk. Evet sherabo magid lo masecho tagana yeshlo. If you have an evet slave, that he is master, which is Hashem, you would judge him afilo for his words. Is there any hope for him? Imagine all the words you use in your life is going to be recorded, and they're going to replay it for you. The way you talk to your wife, the way it's so amazing. I know. No, people usually outside they look good in front of people. You're not going to say anything, but sometimes people get dirty. Inside the office with one person, think this guy is a very good person, but people sometimes they are not what you see. We also do it sometimes. Outside we act nicely, we go inside the house, nobody is there, in the office with somebody else, unfortunately we become a different person, a person with two faces. That's what it is. So that's why it's very scary over here. Gemara gonna go further. It's gonna be much more scary now. This is a famous Gemara. What kind of talking words we are talking about over here? That Hashem gonna judge you even for that? Amarav afilu sicha yetera sheben ish leishto. Extra talking between you and your wife, which they're gonna have at the time in their bedroom. Magidim lo le'adam bishad mita. They're gonna, at the time he's dying, about to die, that's the time the video gonna turn on. You're gonna see the storage of your recordings. They're gonna play it out for you, that what you did. Now, there is no explanation why exactly what Gemara is saying. Why Gemara should talk about somebody has extra words, extra talking with his wife at the time they have relationship. Why? There's a halakha when it comes to husband and wife. You have to be careful, especially at the time of the relationship. You should not talk about anything outside the relationship, which means if you can't talk about other things, what's going to happen? Something not related to him and his wife relationship, his mind going to go away, and his mind would go on somebody else's wife. It's very important. Okay, so it is for men and for women. Both of them, they have to be careful about this. Because imagine they're about to have relationship together in the bedroom, and they're talking about, you know what? I saw your cousin yesterday. So, the isur is forbidden for a man at the time he has relationship with his wife to think about another wife. Asur. Some they say the child is going to be born is going to be mamzer. that bad. So,
Another wife or anybody?
huh?
Another wife or anybody?
So you don't want to talk about anybody because it might take away your mind away. You go that anybody has a sister, brother, whatever it's gonna you think gonna go away. But the purpose is he shouldn't think about another woman at the time of relationship he has with his wife. Okay, yeah, we see. I forgot. We're gonna learn it together with Ash. Yeah, that's you're right. So now that's a Gemara. So Gemara asks a question now that we're gonna see now a satira. We're gonna bring a story that happened to the Rav, which is against what we said right now. Gemara asks a question. So now this word, I tell you how to read the Gemara. If you go to yeshiva, they say any. Some they say you have to read it ini. Okay. Is it that the case? That the person, when he talks to his wife, extra words, extra talking at the time of the bedroom, he's going to get punished for it? How come? Rav Kahanam havegane tuta purye de Rav. This is very, very, you have to take it with the salt and pepper, okay? I'm going to read it for you, but you have to understand what the level of people we are talking about. Rav Kahanam, one of the Rabbanim, he went under the bed of the Rav in his bedroom. Okay? He heard Rav Kahana that the Rav and his wife, they are talking, laughing, and doing the relationship at that time. Okay? Omar. So Rav Kahana told the Rav, Dame pume de Rav ke man dolo time le tafshila. It seems like, you know what? You are very hungry for this. When you are hungry about something, you do certain things you consider kalodrosh. Is lightheaded. That's not nice for you, Rav, what you did. What you're doing is not right. Amale, Rav answers back to Rav Kahana. Kahana, Puk, go out. What are you doing here? Lav orach ara. This is not the right way. What are you doing? What are you doing over here right now? This is not the right way. Not the right time to be here. He's not finished yet. So now, the other Gemarot also we have other Chachamim went to the bathroom to check what Chachamim, how they go to the bathroom. This is one of the incidents in the Gemara. The other Gemarot we have, the Chachamim they wanted to learn how to do things. That in their mind, they are not dirty. Unfortunately, we are living the society, when you hear such a thing, our mind want to go away on the dirty things. In their mind, the relationship between husband and wife is something very holy and kadosh, and I have to learn how to do it. Just like I have to see my Rav, how he put on tefillin, how he put talit, how to do the mitzvot. I have to see this, how he does it. Okay, very nice. So now what do you hear? What do you see from here? The Rav, he was talking so much thing at the time of the relationship, and he wasn't worried for the pasuk before. The pasuk before he said, Hashem gonna judge you for all these things. For what a person would do at the time of the relationship with his wife. You talk extra, you're gonna get punished for it. So Gemara says, Lo kasha. There is no question. Khan over here, that Rabbi Kahana went to the bedroom of the Rab. You are talking about the sarich lerasuya. There is a halacha. I cannot go into it so much right now, but for the husband and wife, this is a part. This is an obligation of the husband. When he has relationship with his wife, he has to satisfy her and make her ready before anything. Okay, this is they teach the chatanim. There's a chatan class you go. They teach that you cannot just go to the conclusion. If you understand what I'm saying, you have to make her ready so she's gonna enjoy. Okay, this is part of the enjoyment that husband should prepare for the wife. Make her ready, talk to her, get her into it, so she's gonna enjoy. So that's okay. No problem. That's not asur. You're not gonna get punished for that. So don't think I'm gonna be tani dibur in a bed. I'm not gonna talk to my wife. No, this is a mitzvah. This is how they teach to the talmidim in the yeshiva. There are a lot of books written on this. They don't write it in the book so much because these things they should get from your Rab, Torah Sheba'al Peh, because they don't want to write it out. So the husband should know. It's not like 2 minutes you go to the job as the husband wants. You have to make it ready, and once she is ready, then you go to the conclusion. Okay? When the pasuk says that you're gonna get punished for it, delo sarich lerasuya. When it's not necessary to talk, and you talk, then you're gonna get punished for it. But when she needs it, you need to take her, make her into, bring her in. You have to talk to her, make her ready. Imagine her mind is away. She just worked the whole day, tired and everything. What do you want to do? Just do it and go? That's not right. She has to enjoy too. So what you should do, make her ready by talking. Talking, make her happy, make her retsuya. Right. This is very important because a lot of people, they learn this Gemarot, or they have Pirkei Avot, Sicha Betela. You should not talk extra even with your wife. Sometimes, people, they don't have a Rab. Somebody to tell them what does it mean. What happened a few months ago, a husband, when he came home, he didn't talk to his wife. So the wife said, "Well, you don't talk to me anymore." He said, "I learned the Pirkei Avot, I should not talk to my wife." In his eyes, I'm serious. This is the real thing. It's not like I'm making this up. It's happened. And the husband was saying, "This is Judaism. What do you think?" That's how you should be religious. The Pirkei Avot says you don't talk to your wife. If you talk to your wife, you're gonna get punished for it. You're gonna go to Gehinam. He said, "Afilu ishto." That says in the Pirkei Avot. Even his wife, he shouldn't talk to. So he was very machmir, and was a big shalom bayit problem. Why? I'm waiting for you the whole day. You come from work. I want to talk to you. I stay up. I made you food to talk to you. Now you don't want to talk to me. So you have a problem? Go read the Pirkei Avot. That's what he said. Okay, that's a we laugh, but this is a very, very serious thing because people, they don't take it with the salt and pepper. They don't understand what it means. They don't have shimush. That is exactly what he's doing. That's shimush. Now, me and you cannot go under the bed of the chachamim because our mind is unfortunately full of what we see around us and is not clean. But these people, when they go there, they want to learn how to be their wife, how they should do it, how to do the mitzvah. In their mind, doing this with their wife, the relationship is the same as eating matzah on the Pesach night. Mitzvah. I'm going to learn it. So that's we understood. Very nice. So we're going to stop here. It's a good place to stop. As Hashem, we continue tomorrow night. We're going to go to the